Hello everyone, this is Subhas back again with another video, and today I'm gonna show you how you can use AWS Textract to extract all the text available on your documents, like on the image, like on the PDF file. So let's go to our AWS console and let's see the console of Amazon Textract. You can see here we can try this Amazon Textract on the console as well. So what we need to do, we can just upload any image file and we can see the text available on the image right now. So let's go and find some text available right here. One, let's go and find this one. Okay, great. Let's download this image. And let's try this document. Okay, you see here we got the result. Now we will try to do the same thing with our code with the Python. So let's go to our VS Code and list down all the steps that we are gonna do. Okay, so let's go to VS Code. Okay, great. Now let's list down all the steps that we require. Okay, first we will create one API. So we need one API. I'm gonna use Flask. Okay, and we need one IAM role with extract full access. Okay, great. What are the things that we need? We also need one HTML file to show our response. HTML file for response. Anything else? No, that's enough for the task. So let's create the Flask API first. Okay. So py, we will import all the Flask components. So let's import it. We also need Photo3 library for to use all AWS resources. So let's import the Photo3. Great. Now we need to create the client for the Textract. Okay, so let's create it. Like Textract client. Okay, fine. Now photo3 dot client. Fine. Now we will provide the name of the resource. So we are going to use Textract. Now we need to provide the AWS access key and secret key. Okay, so for that we need to create one IAM user, and we have to find the secret access file. Okay, go to IAM. Now let's create one user. Extract. Here we are going to provide the programmatic access. Right, let's provide the permission. So I'm gonna provide the permission of Textract full access. Okay, fine. Now let's create it. Now let's copy the access key ID. Now we have to provide AWS access key ID and secret access key in the client function. Let's go to the VS Code. And Let's copy it first. And we also need to provide the AWS secret access key. Let's provide this key. Let's copy. Here we go. Now we need to provide the region name also. Provide the region one. That's enough. Now let's create the Flask app. For that, we need to register our app with Flask. Okay. Now let's run the app with our host. Let's provide the host 5000. Okay. Separate it with port and other things. Let's enable the debug so that it will reload automatically. We don't need to reload every time whenever we change the code. Okay. Let's create one default route. F.1. Create one default route. Provide the path and map. It and let's provide the function name. One main function, right, and just return something like oh. Here. Now let's go to console and try to run this one. UI should be methods, I think. Let's run it again. Great. Open this one, our browser. Just copy this one. Let's go to our browser. Here we go and try to run it. Okay, we got the response. Now we need to create one post method which accepts file, and it will extract the all the contents available on the image as a text format. So let's create one route. Route would be like extract, and the methods are post. Great. Now let's define the function name. Extract image, anything that you like, and now we need to accept the file. So let's get the file from request dot files dot get file name. Okay. Now we need to convert this file to the in the binary form. So let binary file, let's read it, file dot. Now let's see the documentation of the Boto 3 and let's find the function that we require to extract the text from the image. So let's go to browser and let's find Boto 3 extract. Okay, we got it. Now let's find the function analyze the document or to get the document text. So this one gives the request. It requires the binary files or the files available on your S3 storage, and in return we got the response in the blocks and with all the text format. So let's copy this piece of code and let's see what happens. Go to our VS Code and paste it right here. Okay, great. Now we have to replace this client with our Textract client. Let's replace it, and we also don't need this S3 object because we are gonna provide the binary file of our uploaded file. So let's replace with binary file. Great. Now let's see if everything is running correctly or not. So let's return the response and let's try if everything is correct or not. So let's go to under client, get new request with the post method and with the proper URL that we have right here, and in the body part we have to provide the file with the same name that we have given right here. So we have provided it with the file name, so I'm gonna use file name right here, and I'm gonna select the same file that we have downloaded earlier. So let's select that one, random jpg. Fine. Now let's try to hit that one. Okay, we got the error. Runtime object has no attribute. Fine. So what happened? Request.files.get file. We have not provided the field name right here. Now let's hit it again. Okay, we got the response. If you can see here in the line block type, we will get the text. Let's see where it is available. And let me see. You can see here in the line block we got the text. Now we have to append all the text, get the proper information. What we need to do, we need to iterate over the response. So for block response, now we have to see. Now try to return the extracted text. Now let's see is running or not. Let's hit again. We got the error. String indices must be integer. Okay. Line number 31. Number 31. So okay, fine. Blocks. Let's hit again. Okay, we got it. We got the response in proper string format. Now what we need to do, let's try the same with the HTML file. So now we have to create one HTML file in template folder. So let's create the folder first. Will be like templates, okay, and one HTML file. So I'm going to put index.html, like the HTML file, title, so image extractor, and we'll create one form, and with one input field will accept the file. So type will be file and name will be file name. Right, now let's provide one button, be like extract, and button type should be submit. Okay, now in the form we have to provide the action. Action will be the URL of our API, so it will be like http localhost 5000 plus that. Great, now we have to provide the method post, and to provide the type. What it is, let's provide the multi-path form data. Fine. Okay, that's pretty much from index file. Now after extraction we need to return the response in the index file. So what we need to do, we need to create one container after form. So create one div class contain. Okay, now here we have to write one script. So we have to accept the data which will be passed by the API in this HTML. So let's get the data from API. Now we have to pass that data if it is available in the JSON format. So we type JSON.parse, and like just imagine we are passing the data with the variable name of JSON data, and parse with it. Now we have to append this data in this container. So what we need to do, we will simply append that data like document dot query selector. Let's provide the class name. The class name is dot HTML. Now select data from API and text. Okay. Now right here in the our app file, instead of returning directly data, we have to render that template. So what we need to do, we'll create one JSON file right here, like phones, and key will be text since we have provided it in HTML file, and value will be extracted text. Right, now we have to return the template. Return template name, and we have to provide the file. So JSON data with our response JSON. In the response JSON, to pass, we have to dump into JSON. So like JSON dot dumps. First we need to import the JSON. So let's import JSON. Now let's try. Let's go to our browser. Try to run. Go to our VS Code. The default path, we have to return the template. Let's go to default path. The default path, let's return it. Text file. Let's see the browser. Okay, no filter name JSON. Some error. To change JSON. Let's try again. Okay, we got it. Now let's select the image and try to extract the content of that image. So I'm going to select the same image and let's extract it. Okay, so method not allowed. Okay. Now we need to change the method. So let's go to our VS Code. Okay, we got the response, but let's see the result, if the result is printing right here or not. So let's print the response JSON first. Print the response JSON. Okay, now let's try again. If you see, we got the result in the response format, in the JSON format. Now we have to find out why it is not showing it in the HTML file. So let's go to the HTML file and let's try to log the data from API. So let's go to the browser. Let's open the console. Okay, we got the file JSON for JSON response, but we have some bug in the HTML code. So let's solve that one. Go to the HTML file and right here we have to provide the query selector with dot, because we are using the class as our query selector. Okay, so let's go to the browser again and let's see if it is working or not. Okay, you can see here we got the result right here. And if you change the image, try to change the image. You go here, find different image. Else, just try to get this one. Save the image. Come to. Now let's try to select that image. Extract it. You can see here we got the. So that's all for today. If you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe this channel. Until then, goodbye. See you in the next video.